Hello, YouTube again.
Hey YouTube, what's up?
Sorry this is going to go up late, but it's going to go up on Tuesday. Um, this week's topic is a little difficult. It's hard to really explain what you mean and not let it run 20 minutes long. And it's also a topic that makes me very upset. It irks me a lot. So
It doesn't upset me, but
it's
it's definitely one that's that I have a lot to say about.
So the topic this week was explain the dynamics between a femme-femme relationship, a butch-femme relationship, and a butch-butch relationship. So just to make it quick, femme is a generalized term for women or men who identify in a more feminine way. I can't really explain it for gay men because I'm not a gay man, so we'll leave that up to our gay men couple, our Friday couple, so that they can explain that to you. But for women, it's I guess more like the identity that you portray on the outside to the world. That they see you dress in women's clothes.
You're gonna have to move much faster than that.
Things like that. I mean, and under that generalized femme term are 45 different other terms that go with it, which we're not getting into.
Super faster.
And under the butch umbrella, is a more masculine female, which is it's a better way to identify that. It's a more masculine female. A female that wears men's clothes, feels comfortable that way, maybe has short hair, maybe not. We don't know. Yeah, we know some butch women who have long hair. So that's the generalized idea. So a femme-femme relationship is obviously for lesbian couples is two women who identify as feminine women.
Get to the dynamics. You're explaining way too much.
And two butch women are two women who are both more masculine. Now, we don't know those dynamics because we're not in that relationship. Obviously, we see this on the street. We are in a femme-butch relationship. So we can only give you our idea of what our dynamic is. So I'll let Tina go first.
I think first and foremost, what I think of for the dynamics is every relationship is basically the same in terms of, I don't know, I guess I just believe that it's a team effort. So whatever it is that you see on the outside for us, that the assumption is that somehow I'm dominant in the relationship in terms of because I look like a male, or I am a man and she looks more female, and the relationship really for me is about what we accomplish as a family in the course of a day. So every relationship for me, what's important is that that we get things done, what needs to be done in our family. We need to live and exist and make money and keep our house in order, and whoever takes on those responsibilities, we're going to do that in partnership. And so I'm not real set on how that gets done, and I'm not particular about how manly that turns out to be or how womanly that turns out to be. So I want to make sure that I pass that on to my kids, because when I grew up, there was a time in my life when my mom was a stay-at-home person, and there was a time in my life when my dad was a stay-at-home person, and I never felt my dad or my mom never made that feel weird or wrong in any way, and my dad and mom are both pillars of strength in my life. So I don't think I have any weird sense of gender roles or anything like that, and I hope that I pass that on to my kids. So I think we all get boxed in or bottled into whether or not we were given a car or given a doll when we were young, about how we need to behave or what we need to do, whether we need to grow up and get a job, and make money and take care of the little woman, or whether or not we need to stay at home and be barefoot and pregnant. So I don't believe in any of those things. I think that whether you're femme, butch femme, whatever it is, that you get into a relationship with someone that you love and that you respect and you trust, and you sit down and have an honest conversation about what it is that you want to do, whether you both work, whether one person chooses to stay home, however you decide to go about your life, but that the two of you go into that honestly and get things done in a way that gets the things done, pays the bills, gets the house clean, brings money into the home, and just and the way that we get that done right now for us, because we are starting a family. Cassie's still continuing to go to school, and she's pregnant, and so she's home a good portion of the time. She gets some of the household things done. She takes care of the finances, and whatever she can't get done, if she's tired or whatever, I come at home and I help out. I work, and I take care of outside stuff.
She's a better cook than me.
I cook. I love to cook.
She's a better cook than
but
me.
But I'm the cook, and she's the baker. So she bakes, and she also bakes me gluten-free stuff because I have celiac. So she's, she takes care of me in that way. And there's times when, when I'm, yes, sometimes I do the tough thing, but there's times when I also am the enormous crier at a movie. So, so it's not always that I'm like,
see, Carrie, you're not the only one. You're not the only one, Carrie.
I'm not the super macho one, because in my job, I work with kids. I've always worked with kids since I was 14. So I'm real sensitive about kids. I'm real sensitive about my life and what I do. And so, there's, even though I work every day, and I'm also a big pushover and a softie. So, but I can kick butt when I need to. So I put the foot down.
She wears the pants when I say it's okay.
But so you know what I mean. I don't know how everybody else's relationships are, and it's not necessarily how I believe in things. I don't believe in the wear the pants kind of deal, but
somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do what you got. Sometimes somebody has to make things happen. Somebody has to make decisions in a day. If you had two passive people in a relationship, nobody would make decisions. And if you had two aggressive people in a relationship, you would tear each other's hair out. So, sometimes there just has to be, no matter what, somebody has to be, somebody has to be passive and someone has to be aggressive. Now, that doesn't mean that those roles don't switch, and it doesn't mean that, it doesn't change on a daily basis, or it doesn't stay the same for a certain amount of time. But as long as you respect each other and love each other, things get done. That's my take anyways.
I hate relationship dynamics, and that's a whole nother story. Okay. But I agree a lot with Tina. It's that there's two people, somebody has to do A and somebody has to do B. Now, whether each person switches that off, or they share an A and B, whatever it takes, somebody has to do some A and somebody has to do B. That's just it. There's not getting around it. You can't both do A or you can't both do B, because then something doesn't get done. So, like she says, our relationship is very different. Sometimes I clean the house and cook dinner, and sometimes she cooks dinner and cleans the house. It's, there's not really a set, you stay home and cook and clean and I'll go to work thing, That's just the way it is for us. So that is ours. If you have any other questions, put them below, message us. You can find either one of us on Facebook. I'll put our Facebook links below. You can private message us if you have any questions or would like any comments or answers. And sorry this week's videos are super long, but we had to fit 2 weeks into one. And we promise next week it will be a short and good one. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.